Hello and welcome to another Magic Violin music tutorial. Today I will teach you a Serbian old Romany song called Nishava Kori Pani. Let me first demonstrate it to you. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, we have here a piece with 3 different parts. The introduction or instrumental, then the second part, which we also can call the verse, and the third part, which we also can call the chorus. We are playing this today, or I'm going to teach it to you today in F major, and I think we should start with the verse. Let me first play it once more to you, with no ornaments and a little bit slower. It. And as it, was originally a song and it's a very nice singing melody, let's first learn it by singing. I sing you one phrase and I sing it a few times over and over again, and you join in as soon as you can. Da is our starting note A. 3, 4. Da 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 da. Join in. Da 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 da, and again. Da 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 da. One last time. Da 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 da. And I sing the next part. Ba da 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 da. Join in. Da 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 da. And once more. Da 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 da. One last time. Da 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 da. And let's sing both of those sections together. 2, 3, 4. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. And again. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. And the part nearly repeats. We start again, but with a little upbeat. Da 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 da. So this little upbeat is easy to remember. We don't have to practice it extra. And now we just have a couple of extra little notes. Da 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 da. So let's sing the whole second part of the verse, starting with our da da da. 1, 2, 3, 4. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Great. And let's start playing it now on our instruments. So we are F major, as already mentioned. F major, that is for C instruments, and our starting note is A. and join in. And once more. One last time. Great. Let's move straight on to the next section. From E and join in. One last time. And let's play the whole thing from the beginning of the verse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same again. Excellent. And now for the next part, which is nearly the same, we just need to have our little upbeat starting on the F. So just try this. And again. And one last time. Great. And let's play the basically third little section of the A part. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's all the same, just with an additional little upbeat. And now at the beginning, we have again a little intro from E. And practice again. One last time. And the rest is exactly the same again. So let's now play the whole A section or A part together. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, before we move to the chorus, let's do another practice, but this time together with some guitar accompaniment. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's move straight to the chorus. And first, again, as a little reminder, I played to you without any ornaments and a little bit slower. Here we go. Great. And as it comes from a singing tune and is nice melodical, let's first sing it. And first part, and I will loop it round so you can join in and learn it step by step. So this is my turn. Die, die, da, 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 die. Join in. Die, da, da, die. Die, die, da, 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 die. In again. Die, da, da, die. Die, die, da, 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 die. Once more. Die, da, da, die. Die, die, da, 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 die. One last time. Die, da, da, die. Die, die, da, 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 die. And let's go to the next part. Da, 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 da. Again. Da, 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 da. Join in. Ba, da, di, 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 da, 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 da. And once more. Die, 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 da, 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 die. One last time. Die, 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 da, 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 die. And also, let's put those parts together. Bye, da, da, di. 1, 2, 3, 4. Die, da, da, di. Bye, die, da, 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 die. Die, 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 die. And repeat. Die, da, da, die. Die, die, da, 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 die. Die, 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 die. Great. That is our chorus, and it has twice exactly the same part, and you just put it together with da 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 with a run, but we don't need to practice it by singing. We can do this then on the instruments. So, starting note is again the A, but an octave above the A you started your verse on. So, for learning, let's split it in even smaller section and a little bit slower. So, first part. And same again. Join in. One last time. And then we have a few more notes, so let's slow down a little bit. And join in. Excellent, and again. One last time. And let's add together both of those elements. 2, 3, 4. And once more. One last time. Our next part. We have here this really unexpected E flat coming up. So let's first do this element. And join in. And again. Once more. And one last time. Go on. So just the last little element of this chorus is join in. Once more. And last time. Okay, now let's go and join together the part which starts from the C and has this funny E flat coming up. So and join in. Again. One last time. And ready, we can put our chorus together, starting on our high A. 2, 3, 4. And again. Great. So let's give it also a practice together with the guitar, and afterwards we can learn the last section, the introduction or the instrumental. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So here we go, we have arrived at our instrumental. So there are quite a few fast notes even without ornaments yet. So let's first start with those scales going upwards. We start on F. Easy, just part of your F major scale. Great, I don't think this needs more practice. So let's go to the next part and I slow it down. So we have 3 different elements. Then, and another scale. So let's practice. And join in. And again. Once more. And one last time. Good. Let's join it together with our ascending scale, and it will now be a little bit faster. Die, 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 die. Da, 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 da. 3, 4. Same again. Third time lucky. And only one tiny little part to learn. Okay, let's again do this last little tail a little bit slower. We start on C. Join in. And again. One last time. Great. And let's put it together with the scale run upwards, which is coming before that. Join in. One last time. Excellent, and here we go. We can put the whole introduction together. Let's for now stay in the same speed. 3, 4. Not repeated this part, but let's give it another practice by ourselves anyway before we join it with a guitar. 3, 4. Excellent. So now let's play the introduction together with guitar. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. So now as we are with the whole tune through, let's deal with the ornaments. It will make it a lot more fun to play and a lot more fun to listen to, and also make it sound more authentic. So we will have some mordents and something similar to turns, and I think the easiest way is I will explain it to you in the tune as we go along. Let's this time start with the introduction or the instrumental. So on these ascending notes usually I don't put anything because I play them strong, like each is a little statement, but afterwards on those ones I put little mordents. On each third note of each group of 4, you just put a mordent very similar to classical mordents, and in this case in the notes of the key signature. So let's practice it together. Join in. And once more. One last time. Now we have again our ascending line, which you can keep as it is, or once in a while you might want to split the notes into triplets, like not the last one you best keep as it is, and then on this one again I have some ornaments for you. On each second note of each group of 2, you again can put an mordent. Practice with me. And once more. One last time. And let's practice the whole introduction together, and this time a tiny bit faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again. Triplets. Excellent. So let's now move straight to the verse. When I start playing the verse, I mostly keep it pretty plain. And on that C, I often put a little mordent. So let's play this from the beginning of the verse. 3, 4. Excellent. Let's practice it once more. 3, 4. If I get bored of doing a mordent here, I also can do that other ornament which you might have learned in previous tutorials when we learned Balkan music together. If you have a pair of notes which goes downwards, then you can go downwards via the higher neighboring note. So in this case, I go from D to C, but then I go via the E. It's the slow version so that you can hear all the notes I'm using, but you do it in the end fast and fluid. Okay, so now 2 versions for the beginning. So when you go to the Fs, on the 3rd F, I do a little trill. And once more. Excellent. Now sometimes when I get a little bit bored of playing the beginning plain, then I do put a little mordent on the first note also. So let's practice the whole first section of the verse and either start it with a mordent or plain, whichever you prefer. So let's go together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go, and once more. 1, 2, 3, 4. The ornaments for the second part of the verse are a little bit tricky to teach because you can do many variations. So the easiest way is, I suppose, if you split it in groups of 2 notes. So until here, and then the ending is its own group. And in this groups of 2 notes, you put an ornament on one of those 2 notes, and you can choose which one it is, and it doesn't have to be consistent. It can be a different one on each group of 2 notes. The ornaments to choose from are the mordent, like this one, or a trill, or this ornament which goes via the higher note downwards. Okay, so let's try one of the versions. Often I find myself starting with a little mordent. So that is the ornament for the first group of 2 notes. And then on the next group, I play an ornament, mordent on the 2nd note. And then I'm a little bit bored of my mordents, so I play this ornament which goes via the higher note down. And then, this is now instrument specific, I have a position change coming up. So I can't do really an ornament on the 2nd note. So I play a trill on the first one. And then I might do another trill, or again this via the higher note down. And at the ending, I almost always play a little trill on the B flat and start off the last little motive and finish it off like that. So let's play this variation or a similar one once more. 3, 4. And again. Okay, now I mentioned already instrument specific. On each instrument you have your specific places where certain ornaments work better than others. And in this tune, it's more important you achieve the right feel than settling on one specific pattern of ornaments. So what you want to achieve is and the ornaments flow along and support that beautiful descending line. For example, if I start playing it in a different register in the first position, then I might do different ornaments even on my instrument. And again. Okay, in this way you need to find your own version or a variety of versions. And I do this anyway because when I play the second part of the verse, which repeats pretty much the first part, then I often do different ornamentations. So let's do a couple of practices of the verse together with ornamentation. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we are slightly below the right speed, so let's do one last practice in the right speed. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Only one section left for which we have to learn the ornaments, which is our chorus. Originally it started like this. Now on this long A we need to put something. Most of the time I just put a simple trill. And then before we go G sharp downwards to the G sharp, I put this ornament where we go via the higher note downwards. So now, if this is a few too many things for your fingers to do, then you can also just put a mordent at the beginning of the A. And then you put at the end this ornament, which goes via the higher note downwards. So that's our first motive sorted. Now on our next bit, I usually started with a mordent as well. And then on this F you can either put a mordent or you put a trill, or you also can put this ornament which goes via the higher note, in this case via the G, downwards to the E. So mix and match. And then again, you treat this next part in groups of 2 notes and put any of the ornaments which we have been using so far on either the first or onto the second note. Just the last little tail is the same as we had it in the verse. On the verse, you play a trill on the first note, B flat, and then you do nothing anymore. So can become or one last version. Here we go, a couple of different versions, but again, as we said before, you need to find the ornaments which fit on your instrument and with your fingers, that they can express a nice and smooth descending line. This is all which we have to learn about this piece today. There is a harmony line which runs parallel a third below the main melody line, which we learned today. I won't be teaching it here. You can either pick it up by ear, or you can get the sheet music. The link will be at the in the description of this tutorial. And I will be playing it now along in our last practice. So get your instrument ready and let's have a practice through the whole piece together with guitar accompaniment. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent, well done. I hope you could play along to this one fine and you could fit at least some of the ornaments in. Over time it will become more and more natural, and I hope you will learn to live playing this tune as much as I do. This is all for today. Have fun and see you very soon again. Bye bye!